Wow. I've really enjoyed having this series with you guys. It has been a lot of fun. And today it's step 8. It's closing day. If you're watching this series after it's already been live for a while and you're able to blow through all 8 of these videos in an hour and you got value from it, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate that. And as always, give us a call, shoot us, text, send us an email. The group of agents that I work with here at XP Realty and I, we're absolutely here to earn your business when you're thinking about selling your Stillwater, Oklahoma home and land. Today we're talking about step 8, the closing. We're talking about step 8, the closing. And full disclosure, or did I just say I am Josh Barnett with XP Realty? I have to tell you, I'm a real estate agent. I have to put that out there over at eXp Realty in all my videos to stay compliant with the real estate commission. But today we're going to talk about the closing. The last 7 steps was where the work was at. It was literally where the work is at. Step 8 is smooth sailing, and you as a seller, you're getting ready to get a great big fat check from the closing company on the home or your Stillwater, Oklahoma home or land. That's what we're getting ready to talk about, guys. So without any further ado, let's get into step 8. So closing day, show up to closing. You want to bring 2 forms of ID. You don't have to show up early because sellers sign after buyers. So if you got a 10 a.m. closing, show up at 10 a.m. Make sure you got 2 forms of ID. If you're married, spouse, couple, married legally spouse couple, you want to bring your spouse or couple with you. Okay, it takes both signers to sell in the state of Oklahoma. So if you're a married couple, don't just show up as the man or show up as the woman. Show up as the couple together. And both of you have to sign, okay? And if both of you can't make signing, you got to let us know. You got to let the team of agents that I work with, XP Realty, and I know. That way we can schedule a notary to go meet your spouse somewhere or schedule pre-signing so that you can go to the office, the title company early, a week early, a week and a half early, and sign everything that you need to, okay? We've already gotten all the title stuff on your side to the title company. They know what your payoff is, and there's no liens on the property, and everything's good to go. So you literally just show up at the time of closing with all the spare keys or the clickers, or leave them in the kitchen or on the land. Definitely bring them with you. There won't really be keys to the land because you could take your lock. The lock is personal property. But yeah, you want to make sure that everything's off the property like we discussed last week. If you got land, you want to make sure all the personal property's off of it, the tractors, the feeders, etc., your locks, and then the house is broom clean. Everything's out of it and it's broom clean. So show up to closing on time, 2 forms of ID. I'll be there. My team and I will be there. We'll probably be holding the door open for you. We're excited. All that work that we've put in over the last 2-3 months that we've been working together, it's all going to pan out. You're going to get a great big check. You're going to be excited that you sold your home. And then if you're buying a new home, we're probably going to be going to go buy a new home together. So that'll be exciting too. And if it's land, it'll be a little sad. It's always sad to sell land. It is, especially if it's beautiful, picturesque, been in your family forever. It's going to be a little sad. It absolutely will be. Okay. The buyer goes in first to sign. We're sitting in the lobby. We're talking about the memories of the property, stuff like that, talking about the transaction, any ups and downs that we had during the transaction. We're just sitting there enjoying each other's companies. Buyer finishes signing, we go in and sign everything as the seller. If you pre-sign, that's already done, no worries. You'll just show up to the title company, they'll pre-sign you, no worries there. And then I'll be there, my team and I will be there at closing for you if you pre-sign, to make sure everything goes smoothly, okay? One of us will be there to make sure everything goes smoothly on my team and I, if you pre-sign. And if the mobile notarized everything, they overnighted it back, the title company got that packet early in the morning, so they've already sifted through the docs and they got everything they need. So regular, non-pre-signed, non-notary, the sellers, we walk in, sit down, sign what we need to sign. It's not that much documents as a seller, it doesn't take that long. And then the title company takes all the buyer signing, all the seller signings, and sends all that packet to the buyer's underwriter. Financing was used. The underwriter verifies everything's where it needs to be, and then the underwriter provides the title company the funding approval, the funding number. They say you're approved to fund, and they give them a funding number. And what that means is the title company then starts building all the packets, cutting you the check as the seller, okay? That's the goal. The net the seller, that's the goal. Cutting you the check to the seller. And while the title company's doing all that, we're back in the lobby having pleasantries with the buyer. We're talking about the memories we've made there, the memories they're getting ready to make there, whether that's the land or the home. Talking about how much we love the neighborhood, love the school district on the land and the home both, because even though land isn't really a neighborhood, they're still neighbors. You want to know who you need to go to get the best eggs. You want to know who you need to go to get $500 of beef, you know, a half a beef will last a regular family a whole year sometimes. So you want to have exchange pleasantries with the buyer. Give them all this amazing information because they're getting ready to take that same house, that same property that you have all those memories on, and go make their own memories. And you want to set them up for success. And once it's funded, once the title company hands you your check, you give them any of the keys that you have left, any clickers that you had left in your car, stuff like that, and you guys say thank you so much. Sometimes people exchange addresses, sometimes, but like we talked about before, a week ago, you filled out that USPS moving form, so you already took care of that. You know, you're good to go. Your mail's already been forwarded. You've probably received some mail for the buyer from like their insurance company or any magazine subscriptions or anything that the buyer's already transferred. Just leave that on the kitchen countertop, no worries. And if you want to leave like a bag of cookies and flowers or something like that to the buyer, by all means, you could do that, guys. You could do that. Set them up for success, okay? They're getting ready. They just gave you a fat check. They just bought your largest asset off of you typically, gave you a fat check. Just give them some pleasantries if you want. It just makes the whole transition, the whole thing perfect. And then once you walk out, sitting in your car, before you go cash that check, and you can have the money wired to your checking account too. You could bring a voided check with you to closing, and the title company will wire your funds to that account. So then you have the money instantaneous. You don't have a 5 or 10 day hold on it when you bring a check to the bank. So you could get a wire too. But when you sit down in your car after everything's done, you've walked out, I thanked you for your business. My team and I are so honored to be able to help you with this transaction and getting you to the next chapter in your life. Thank you so much for your business. You sit down in the car, you make a phone call, cancel all your utilities, and then that's it, guys. It's done. It's done. You've closed, you've funded, and they've possessed. It's done. So those are the 8 steps in selling your Stillwater, Oklahoma home and land. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this series with me. I've enjoyed putting it together. It's always crazy all the things I think about over the last 611 transactions that I've done personally, and then the 1,400 that I've been a part of. It's just absolutely mind-blowing. Every single transaction is a new experience. Not one transaction has ever been the same experience. All the stories, all the memories, everything that you have when you're selling your Stillwater, Oklahoma home and land, it's just so amazing. It's such a blessing to be a part of that. And I hope, and our goal, the team of agents I work with, eXp Realty and I, our goal is to always give you the best customer service possible, so that at the end of the day, you don't feel like it was any work, that you feel like it was all easy. Especially anything that we were helping you with. The moving sucks. I get it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Moving sucks. It does. Getting your house shown, it sucks. I get it. It totally does. But that's why we recommended on the previous video to do the staycations. Do the weekendcation. Go get the Airbnb down in Sulphur. Go to Hard Rock Cafe in Tulsa for the weekend or something like that, because we try to make it as smooth as possible for you guys. And I really hope you enjoyed this video series, the 8 steps in selling your Stillwater, Oklahoma home and land. And if you did find some value in it, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with any of your friends who are thinking about selling their house. That way they can learn some more knowledge, get some more education on the process, so it doesn't seem so overwhelming and stressful. That's the whole point of this video series. Consider subscribing to the channel too if you enjoy learning everything about Oklahoma real estate, from pros and cons, living in, cost of living, neighborhood tours, house tours, etc., because that's what this channel is all about, Oklahoma real estate. And guys, thank you so much for watching. If you need any help buying or selling in Stillwater, Oklahoma homes or land, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. The group of agents I work with, eXp Realty and I, we're absolutely here to earn your business and help you with all your real estate needs. We'll see you guys on the next video.